everyone, my name is Sneha. Welcome to my channel, Bolly. This is going to be our second trimester warm-up video. So we'll start by just doing a brisk walk just in place. And I'll start talking to y'all about some changes that are happening in the body. I know you mamas feel it. There is this growing baby that's stretching out your abdominal area, and some growing breasts. And all of that is putting quite a bit of stress on your back. So we're going to go through posture to make sure that we're not putting too much stress on our back. And then also really go through strengthening our core, our back, and that pelvic floor. So before we get started, first things first, before you start any dance or exercise routine, definitely talk to your OB-GYN. They've been following your pregnancy and your baby, and they know your medical history, and it is very important to kind of get their blessing before starting any kind of exercise routine. So cannot stress that enough. Talk to them first before you start anything. We're going to switch it up a little bit, okay? We're going to do some side steps, just simple side steps, and just breathe through it all, yeah? So other things to keep in mind, we want to make sure that you're working out in an area where it is not too hot or humid. I don't know about you, before pregnancy I used to run cold and now I run hot. So make sure that you can regulate the temperature, maybe have a fan nearby. I have this big window here that I can open, let some fresh air in if I need to. So make sure that you have some kind of avenue to cool down the temperature if you need to. Another thing, water. Mamas, we gotta stay well hydrated. Make sure I have a water bottle right here. Make sure you have some kind of water bottle or something nearby so that if you get thirsty, you can have some water. Third, make sure you have a chair or like a mat nearby in case you feel a little faint, a little nauseous, a little dizzy, just something to sit down on. And if you do, I would say just stop for the day, talk to your doctor, and you can always pick up next time, yeah? So as we do the side step, we're gonna add some arms. Back, back. There you go. Just get all those joints going. So why is a warm-up so important? In pregnancy, you want to warm up for at least 8 to 12 minutes. So that seems like a long time, but the reason is there's a lot going on in your body that's pretty fascinating. There's a hormone called relaxin that is just kind of relaxing all of the joints and ligaments and tendons of your body. And it's doing this to create some space in your abdomen for your growing baby. So it's doing great work, but it's also kind of loosening up the joints in your knees, your shoulders, all the joints that you can think about. So you just need a little time to warm up those joints, warm up that synovial fluid in there so that you don't hurt yourself when you're exercising. So very, very important to do a proper warm-up. So as we do the side steps, we're going to change up the arms a little bit and go up. There you go. So going back to the core and the back, the pelvic region. So why is it so important to strengthen all of that up? So it pretty much is this little box right here that is kind of holding your baby and nurturing your baby and helping it grow. So your innermost abdominals, they're up in the front. Those are the transverse abdominals. They're creating kind of like a sling to hold your baby right now. So we want to make sure we're kind of providing it with all the support that we can and really strengthen it up. It's also going to help you during labor, and also when you're picking up your baby after you give birth. It's going to be nice to have some strong abdominals. And then your back. So your back is taking a lot of heat during pregnancy. So we want to make sure that we give it some help. So we're going to do some cat and cows, or pelvic tilts, they're called, later in the workout during cool down. So we can kind of strengthen and also release any pain in your back. We're going to switch up the arms a little bit, get the back engaged as we speak about it. So as you do the side steps, you're going to go side. There you go. And then the pelvic floor region, I know that you have heard of Kegels, and I can't stress it enough. We are going to be doing some Kegels, girls. We want to make sure that that pelvic floor can support that baby, and you think about all of the weight that is being put on your pelvic floor. It's fascinating, right? So it's so cool that our bodies adjust and they prepare and they can do all this work, but we gotta help them out by just strengthening. So we'll be doing a lot of work in this core region throughout our workout. Are you guys feeling a little warm? I'm feeling good. All right, so remember to breathe steadily through it all. There you go. Which brings us to our next point. So we'll switch back to just walking in place, called the top test. So there is, in addition to all the physical changes that you can feel, there's a lot of what we call hemodynamic changes going on as well. So your heart is doing a lot of work. It's growing, it's pumping, trying to get blood to your baby. So with all these changes, it's not always the most accurate to just rely on heart rate increases during exercise to see if you are exercising to potential or if you are exerting enough energy. So heart rate is not the recommended thing to monitor during exercise during pregnancy. So what we use instead is something called the top test. Now what does that mean? So you should be able to, during the entirety of our workout, be able to speak or talk comfortably. If you are like hunched over, like just gasping for air and just, like not able to get any words out, like we don't want you there. You're not exercising to exhaustion, you're exercising at a comfortable pace. So, if you have me on your computer or your TV, just talk at me the whole time. Make sure you can speak, make sure you're comfortable, not overheating, not overexhausting, yeah? So that's very important. And the most important of all, ladies, is to listen to your body. So listen to your body during your workout, listen to your body after your workout. So I want you to sit down after, an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours after, self-reflect, check in with your body. How am I feeling? How are my abdominal muscles feeling? How are my glutes feeling? How are my legs feeling? It's important. We don't want you getting hurt. That is the last thing that we want. So we want to take all the precautions, we want to warm up, and we want to listen to our bodies. We want to drink a lot of water. We don't want to overheat. We want to do the top test the whole time. And we want to make sure that we are giving ourselves a good workout, but not hurting ourselves, yeah? And then lastly, let's engage those glutes a little bit, huh? So we can just, right here, go back. Yeah, just a little bit. So why is it important to engage your glutes? Why are squats, lunges, why are they all important? So they have found that engaging your glutes and strengthening your glutes will help your pelvic floor as well. It'll kind of keep it all up there in place and give that kind of extra support that it needs to support your baby. So as we kind of work on our core, we're gonna work on our glutes, and we're gonna work on our legs, because just as your back is taking a lot of heat, your legs are supporting a lot of additional weight. So we're just gonna work out all of it to kind of give your body that additional help it needs to support and nurture your baby. I think that's a good warm up. I feel warm. I hope you ladies have fun. Dance has always been a passion of mine, and it's something that I've done since a very young age, and I love it. I love the release that I feel from it. And I hope that you guys enjoy dancing with me as much as I love dancing. So welcome again to Bolly Bump Fit, and let's do this, mamas.